Hi, everyone, and I appreciate the time that everyone's giving us today. I really am. I thought both of those presentations were fantastic. Today, I kind of want to know a little bit quickly about who I'm talking to. Are there new distributors out there? New distributors. Okay, new importers, new distributors. Okay, so I have a handful. I remember when, and I started when, as a new distributor just a little over 10 years ago. So I kind of wanted to formulate some interesting ways I worked that were successful. And I thought I'd share that today with you. Let's see. Real and lean tactics, new salespeople, learning what their needs are. Folks are overextended as it is. And if you can work to accommodate them, that won't hurt your bottom line. Do it. Chances are you'll make it back in appreciation and sales. What does that mean? You know, we talked about how to get new salespeople, I think, on a much broader scale. Learn what your salesperson's needs are. You are zeroed in on someone that you want. They have the credentials. You can afford them. They're what you want. Find out what their needs are. If you can give back to them what they want, they will stay, they will produce. Okay, is it always money? I've learned, absolutely not. Perhaps it's the benefits package. I can tell you right now, I was able to give someone a set of new tires. It worked. I was able to give someone an extra couple days off. That worked. I found out what's important to some of my salespeople, and they were truly, truly appreciated to them. One needed a little bit more praise than others. I'm okay with that. As long as you know what their needs are, hone in on them, and they will do wonders for you. Your team. Sure, you say you have a sales team, but are you treating them as a team? Are you part of the team, first of all? You need to be part of the team. You can't be over here and your team be over here. You need to be part of the solution, a part of the sales process, a part of the team. Even with deliveries, for these new distributors out there, are you delivering wine yourselves? It's okay. We all have delivered wine ourselves. Do that. Do that for part of your team person. If one of those on-premise accounts needs that case of wine and you can get it to them, get it to them. Get in the car, put your ball cap on, and go. That's huge. Get out there in the field. Let people know who you are. Introduce yourself. I go into accounts still, and some think I'm the delivery person. That's okay. At that moment in time, I am. And I shake my hand. Donna Pace, president of Gathering Harvest, they back up. I'm like, yes, I'm out there. Thank you for your business. We appreciate it. See you again soon. You know, how's my salesperson doing? Have that conversation. Connect with them. Super, super important. Check pickup. Do we still pick up checks? I hope not, but some of us do. And if that's the case, and you're in that account and you can do that for that salesperson, be part of the team. Showing products in an account that aren't theirs. What's that mean? Well, believe it or not, this kind of a situation just kind of hit me at one point in time, and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to ask my salespeople, are they ever in other people's accounts? Perhaps they are. Sometimes if I can't get to one of my accounts, I'll ask a salesperson to go into that account with what's in their bag. That is important. I have made sales for other salespeople in their accounts. That's key. They're very appreciative. They can't wait what they can do next for you. And you want that. You want them to ask you, what more can I do? I love when I hear that, and I only believe it's because of what I'm doing for them. Collaborate, don't compete. I believe in this. I understand how important it is to recognize your number one person or your number two person or all of your people. Okay, absolutely it's important. But I don't think that it's good in Connecticut, where I am, to say this is our top salesperson. I don't want to make the other salespeople feel like they're not as good. They're different. I have one person who can sell mags all day long. We call him the mag man. And I have another person who won't go near a bottle of wine that's under $20 on the shelf. I love that. I don't say you've got to do this and you've got to do that and we've got, I don't do that. I allow that salesperson to rise of what he or she is good at. Find what they're good at, allow them to do their job. Number one reason why you lose good salespeople is pressure due to making their numbers and how they're treated by management during that process. Change the process. Veterans and 1099s. Do any of us employ veterans? I'm so happy nobody's hand went up, because I can tell you, go find them there. They're fantastic. First of all, your state, any state, I believe, should and would have veterans benefits for even hiring them. We love hiring benefits. They're so appreciative to be wanted. So again, they want to be wanted. We need them to do a sales job. We need them to do a delivery job. We need to do admin work. Whatever they're qualified to do, they're going to do it 10 times better, in my experience, than anybody else out there, because they're so happy you were able to find them. So every state has a Veterans Administration support house. Check it out. And they're also 1099s. So if you're a 1099 independent contractor, what's that mean for you as a distributor owner? Your benefits package doesn't really need to be that great for them. It may need to be for other people, but not for them, because they're already on vet benefits, which honestly are probably better than yours anyway. So the veterans that I've worked with and hired, they come right out and tell me, we don't need benefits. I'm like, okay, great. So I kind of take advantage of that as well. Major save. We use them for deliveries and admin tasks as well, so all good there. I don't know if I missed a slide. Did I? Let me see if I can go back. Sales meetings. Try this quarterly and at on-premise accounts. Spend money in the account will assure your commitment to support them, vice versa. Do we know what this means? Sales meetings. Who has sales meetings every Friday? Friday sales meetings? I don't. I don't like Friday sales meetings. Friday is the end of the week. Friday is a great day to go out there and sell wine. Why? Because everybody else has Friday sales meetings. So what do? We have to have sales meetings. You got to do that. So we choose an account. We choose an on-premise account in the state where, and I do it demographically based on county of where we're in. So I asked my entire team to join us for our sales meeting in this account. Make it dinner, make it lunch, make it a special room, make it whatever. Sometimes we invite our suppliers is there as well. But we're showing that account that we want to continue to work with them. We're getting our salespeople out in an area that may or may not be difficult for them to get to, so they're not at the same place all the time. And this way, they're able to show up. We've had issues where sometimes the sales team can't make it. Our meeting is too far, they can't make it on this day. Make it so that they can make it. And yes, include their families if need be. We've done that too. New product launches and education. Again, the same thought process as above. However, change locations to meet everybody's territory. This leaves no excuses for anyone not to attend and also shows you're mindful to the busy schedule. Both bullets keep morale up. The only reason why I know that this works is because I asked the sales team. When you get people who are in a meeting and they're sitting with you with that look on their face that they just want to leave, you're not making a point. You're wasting their time and they're wasting yours. So what would make it great for them to be more engaging and for you to be more productive and get your point across, get that product out there, find out what your needs are so that your accounts will see those products right away. Make it so that the sales team really wants to do that. So if you can pull your small team together and ask them, would they rather do it this way? They would say yes. I'm almost sure of it. And it makes it nice to go into an account that you're already doing business as. Who knows, you may get a glass pour that day. So next item is purchasing. And this is interesting because there's somebody here at the seminar who's known me a long time ago when I was in the very beginning years of my business. Always took note of how I purchased wine. I do purchase by the pallets. And I'm very in tune to shipping. Very in tune to shipping. Shipping costs, ridiculous, especially right now. They're going up, they're challenging, it's almost a moving target. I have had very important conversations with every shipping supplier that I work with, and I work with more than one. And I do that because some give me pallet discounts, some don't. Some have special LTL rates. Those are rates that go from, say, East Coast to West Coast to East, anywhere to get to my Connecticut warehouse will come from a different direction. If you're not getting a multiple pallet discount, ask for it. They're not going to offer it to you. You're going to need to ask them how much less you can get that shipping done for. You have to tell them that you're new. You have to tell them that you're in business. You just started. You've got great credit, but you really need them to help you out, at least for the first year. They will. That money that you save doing that, you can put into other places that you desperately need to put. Shipping's huge, and it sometimes it drives us. It drives our price points. It hurts our margins, especially now. So work on finding those shippers that are really going to help your bottom line. Ask other distributors. Don't feel like they're competitors. Collaborate with them. Ask them, who do you use for shipping? Why? I really think that's important. Some shippers will say, well, we're not the least expensive, but we give you the best service. Well, if there's a nor'easter coming in, nobody can give you better service. The nor'easter has stopped the trucks. So you're not going to get your wine on time any sooner than another shipper was going to get your wine on time. So that's definitely important. Purchasing with your suppliers. They want you to take more wine. Obviously, it's all on the sale. If you're bringing on a new brand, take in a pallet. Make sure you have more than one SKU on that pallet. Work through that pallet. Steady and slow wins the race. Even if they give you a better deal on that pallet, say thanks but no thanks. We're going to see how this one rolls. We're going to see how quickly we can get this in and out of your warehouse. It's really good for your cash. You need that. As a new distributor, you need that. First 5 years, critical. I can't tell you how many people told me I was going to be out of business. No joke. Within the first 3 years. Donna, we'll give you a year. Donna, we'll give you 3 years. Honestly, I know 2 of those people that have said that, they're out of business. I'm somehow still here. I build. I'm constantly building. I'm constantly growing, and I'm constantly learning. Remember that. Grow, build, learn. Repeat. Grow, build, learn, repeat. Find that your ideas, that you believe are absurd, ultimately lead to success. All right, I usually start my presentations with a Ben Franklin quote on wine. I wasn't quite feeling it with the presentation that I was, running real and lean tactics. I didn't really think that nothing kind of clicked. Last night at my Chinese restaurant, I'm open the fortune cookie, bam, there it was. Ideas you believe are absurd ultimately lead to success. Believe in yourself. Believe in your ideas. If you have something that you think in your market that you believe is going to work, give it a shot. Don't not do it because somebody up here today told you not to. You know your market. Go for it. Believe it. You've got enough chutzpah to open up a company on your own. You're taking a tremendous risk. Believe in yourself constantly. There are going to be bigger people and a bigger presence of a darker cloud that may come shadow you sometime. You're okay with that. It's a little bit of sunshine will bring a lot into that cloud, a lot. So believe in what you're doing and totally go out there with your ideas. It'll matter. What are the obstacles that are happening now? I want to know what is going on out there right now that you find is your biggest issue as a 1 to 5 year distributor. Anyone? Oh. Excuse me? Cash flow. Okay, so your typical terms are 30 days? Is that usually 60? Is that a state mandated thing? No. Do you have a state mandate? So DC does not have a state mandate. Connecticut does. It is something that helps us out. They're required to pay from 30 days. If they don't pay in 30 days, they go on the you're a bad account list, and they share that with everybody. I think the best solution for 60 days is backing it up from the beginning. If you have your purchasing that you're purchasing wine from, you're going to need more than 60 days to pay that back. So my suppliers want 30 to 45 days. I stress that I pay 45 days, and I pay it in 45 days. But if your accounts aren't getting to 60, explain that to your suppliers. Maybe they'll increase that time period for you. But that's important. That's very important. Any other questions? If I can be of help to anyone, I'm going to kind of park myself out there in the meeting area to help any of the other smaller distributors out there. And thanks again for your time.